Check, check, check. Let me know if you guys can hear me, if you don't mind. Hey, and the cats. Good to see you guys. Let me know if you can hear me. Awesome. Thank you. Perfect. All right, Anne. You may fire away, my friend. Feel free to ask your question, and we will just jump right in. Will I receive a research grant this month? Are you asking if you're going to get like grant money? Is that kind of the question? Like, are you going to receive like grant or a scholarship? Is that kind of what you're asking? Okay. Okay, and the answer is yes. You will get a grant, but it's going to there's going to be a little bit of a delay. With the hangman here, so it's gonna it might be a little bit delayed because for some reason or another there's some type of legality, some type of red tape, fine print. There's something there's something that's I don't know if it's state, I don't know if it's federal, I don't know, but there's something that's gonna delay it. So it might take a minute to process. Like it may not come through immediately or quickly. But the overall answer is yes, because we got the sun, and the sun is basically a huge mega yes. Yeah, and it's going to be unexpected. You're not going to expect it here. You're not going to see it coming, basically, because it might feel like, well, it's taking a long time. 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 It's taking a really long time, and then all of a sudden it comes through. So it's going to take a while, and then all of a sudden, boom, it's going to happen. So the answer is yes, you will get it. Before the year, I'll see if I can get an answer on that. I don't know. Hi, Esther. Welcome. It's nice to see you guys, new faces, newcomers here. Appreciate you guys hopping on, joining in. Hold on a second here, Anne. Let me use a different deck. Somebody has a question about love. No! It's pulling on somebody else. Okay, and the answer is no. It's probably not going to be before the end of the year. You're going to have to wait. So it probably won't be before the end of the year. It'll probably be in 2025. Well, just so you know, Spirit, God, Source, the universe, whatever you believe in, is saying your presentation was good. You did what you were supposed to do in your presentation. So it's not your presentation. Has nothing to do with your presentation. It's all the red tape. It's the stuff that's out of your control. All the legalities or whatever, whatever that stuff is. So it has nothing to do with you. You did what you were supposed to do. You kicked ass. You did the things. So it's just, you just got to wait. That's all. That's it. You just got to give it time to come through, and it'll come through for you. And you're welcome. Also, just want to say hello, everybody. Welcome to Human Innovation Tarot. If you're new here for the first time, if you don't mind, I would greatly appreciate it if you would like, share, and subscribe. For those of you that are new, don't know what to do, if you would like to skip the queue, $5 to skip the line. If you would like a full reading, all that information is in the description box. It's in the thing there. I will try to get a list here. There's only a few of you, so that's not hard to do. So give me just a second here to get a list. So Aniket, and you're so welcome. Thank you so much. Esther. All right. So I will obviously continue to update the list as more people jump on. Aniket, if you are here, my friend, you may ask your question. And we'll just keep going. Just jump right into the things. Oops. Sorry. Hold on. I usually have a kick-ass mod that does these things for me. She spoils me. All right. Hold on. Okay. All right, Anakin, if you would like to ask your question, my friend. Somebody has a question about love. That just came out. The cards were very eager to talk about love. So somebody here has a question about love. Or they're going to. Hey, Brandon. I'll add you to the list, my friend. No problem. Let's find out. Okay, Esther. So there's a few things here. We'll just start up here. So we'll start here. This card says involved. There's a lot of keywords on this card, but really, I feel like the thing that's sticking out to me is that obviously, I think you guys had a lot of complications in your relationship. So you had some issues that you guys obviously were not able to overcome there. He does have feelings for you, obviously. This romantic card says, wants to be courted, likes conventional roles, sees a future together. So yeah, I mean, I think you both definitely have feelings for each other, strong feelings for each other. I feel like he saw you as maybe independent, maybe you saw him as independent. We have the emotional card here, so obviously you guys both have strong feelings for each other. And then in the next row of cards here that I picked, they're all saying the same thing. You guys really had a strong connection here, brought a lot of fulfillment to each other. I mean, this is like the ultimate card in this deck. This is the fulfillment, all the things. This is you being extremely fulfilled. However, and unfortunately, there were there could have been a few or maybe many superficial elements to this relationship. So, you guys, either you or him or both of you, to some degree, were a little superficial, right? And that could have just meant that you kept things on the surface, or maybe you were into each other for more superficial things. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just keeping it real here. But he thought you were hot, you thought he was hot, and maybe it was just a relationship that was based on each other's looks and aesthetics, or just superficial things, basically. And I'm not saying that one of either you or him, one of the two of you, feel that way to some degree. Whether you have expressed that to each other or not, I don't know. So we have the divine feminine here. I feel obviously like that's you. I feel like you were kind of suppressing that. Like I don't feel like either one of you are really being 100% vulnerable and true and honest with each other. I feel like you guys were. I think you guys were both trying to present the versions of you that you thought the other person wanted to basically see. So he was trying to be the guy that he thought you wanted him to be, and you were being the woman that you wanted him to accept. You both wanted to be accepted, but you weren't really being 100% real and true and authentic to who you really were. I'm just saying. But anyways, that aside, we have the celebration card. So, yeah, you guys, I don't know. You guys, when you were a thing, you were a thing. When you guys had chemistry, there was compatibility here. However, something was not in balance here. We have the justice card. This is saying that something was out of balance, something wasn't fair, something was not just. And maybe that was you. You said you ended the relationship, so obviously maybe there was something that you thought wasn't fair, or there was something that was unjust. I don't know. Or maybe a truth came to light. Maybe you caught him in a lie. We do have the high priestess here. The high priestess is, and then underneath that we have the 5 of swords, which is manipulation. I mean, this is about secrets. So I don't know. Maybe you caught him in a lie. Maybe you caught him in a secret. Or maybe you suspected that he was doing some shady shit. I don't know. But there could have been a suspicion here. That may not have been it. It could have been it, though. I don't know. We do have the 3 of Pentacles, so maybe you suspected there were other people involved. Like, maybe he was cheating or being unfaithful. We do have the 10 of Swords. This was you obviously ending it, but this could also be you feeling like you were betrayed or backstabbed. But the contrast in all this is actually, despite the fact that you ended the relationship, deep down inside, you actually didn't want to. And he didn't want to either. So I don't know if this is like a fake breakup. I don't know if this is a fake breakup. Because the 8 of Pentacles is telling on you, Esther. The The Eight of Pentacles is telling on you. You don't want this to end. Let's just be real. You don't want this to end. You care about this guy. He cares about you. Eight of Pentacles is working it out. Look, I'm going to give you a little bit of advice. I'm going to give you a little bit of advice. As a relationship coach. Like, holy shit, wait. He's a relationship coach? Yeah. I wrote a book. You can buy my book. It's on Amazon if you want. You don't have to, but I'm just so you know, I'm not bullshitting you. I'm a relationship coach. So I'm going to give you some free advice. Some free advice from somebody who's been doing this shit for a really long time. 11 years I've been doing this. Not necessarily this, but the relationship coaching. Let me give you some, let me help you out here. I'm going to show you a few things. Okay. So, this is how you guys really feel. You can lie to each other, but you can't lie to me. Okay? You can lie to each other, but you can't lie to me. This is how you both feel. You both really, really, really care about each other. Okay? Now, here's the problem. The reason that this relationship, at least one of the reasons that this relationship is struggling is because of this. You and him are not being truly authentic. You're being disingenuous. You're being a little bit fake. You're wearing a mask, or you're pretending, or you're not being real. You're not letting each other in. You're not exposing who you really are to each other. You're holding something back. You're not showing everything you need to show. You're not revealing everything. You're playing small. You're playing safe. You're staying inside your comfort zone. However you want to word it, that's what this superficial shit is. And superficial will only get you your relationship so far. Okay? So if you care about this man, if you truly have feelings for this man, well, first let me back up. Let's back up for a second. Time out. Let's back up for a second. I want to get to this card because this is to me, this is the most important card in your reading, this Eight of Pentacles. But let's back up for a hot second here because I'm getting ahead of myself here. I'm getting extra ahead of myself here. Hold on one second. Nope. Wait. Yeah, nope. Okay, sorry. I had to get some music. I got the music. All right, so now I'm good. Okay, so let's go back here for a second. Let's go back to this. Let's go back to the problem. Let's go back to the problem here, Esther. And I just want you to hear me out. I just want you to hear me out for a second. Take it from a guy who I'm 43 years old. Whatever. I don't know. I can't show you 43. I'm 43 years old. Okay, so I'm an old son of a bitch. Look at my gray hair. I got my gray shirt to match my gray hair. I'm old as fuck. All right. Many moons ago. It's November the 8th. Okay, so 27 years ago, on November 30th, 1997. Okay. November 30th, 1997. So almost 27 years ago, 16-year-old me was in the back seat of a car with the very first girlfriend, the very first love of my life. All right. This girl man, I adored her. She was the love of my life. We were hit head on by a drunk driver, and she died. I was crushed in the back seat of a car. I basically was put on life support. She died. Her sister died. So I lost 2 people that night that were super close to me. Okay. So what I can tell you, also, as somebody who after that, I was married for 11 years. So obviously I got better. I healed. I moved on. I learned to play drums. I started a band and I learned to play drums. And in the year 2003, I met my ex-wife. I was 21 and she was 19. And I knew from the moment that I laid eyes on her, I knew that I was going to marry her. And I told her. I only knew her for 48 hours, and I told her, I'm going to marry you. And she told me, I'm going to marry you too. We got engaged. So that was in August of 2003. We got engaged of December 2003. We got married in July of 2004. Okay. Fast forward 10 years. We were together 11, married 10. Fast forward 10 years. She leaves me. She cheats on me and leaves me for my best friend of 17 years. The guy that was the singer in my band, she left me for him, my best friend. So I lost the love of my life again. She leaves, and I lose 2 people. I lose my best friend, and I lost my wife and my best friend both at the same time. And so after that, I went through 9 months of hell. I lost 30 pounds in 30 days. I was suicidal. I went through all kind of shit. All right. And so then after that, you know, I healed. I got back on my feet again, dusted myself off, put myself out there. And now I'm 32 years old. Okay. So now I'm 32 years old. This is 2014. And I meet a 26-year-old widow whose husband died of cancer. She was married for 5 years. Her husband had cancer at 27 years old, and he died. She had a 1-year-old daughter. So she and we got into a relationship, and I was with her for a year. And I fell in love with her. I loved her kid, her daughter, like it was my daughter. And after being with this woman a year, she left me for her dead husband's best friend. No shit. Can't make this up. She left me for her dead husband's best friend. So once again, I lost it. Okay. Why am I sharing this with you? What does this have to do with your reading? And why am I telling you all of this? Why am I telling you all this, Esther? The reason I'm telling you this is because I want to make something very clear to you. You are not promised tomorrow. Nobody is. Not you, not me, fucking nobody. The idea of certainty is an illusion. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. If you love somebody, if you love this man, this guy that you're with, if you love him, then this bullshit right here needs to stop. And I'm just going to keep it real with you. This shit right here, this bullshit needs to stop. Because I promise you this, as somebody who just gave you a small synopsis of the losses that I've gone through in the 43 years of my life. And there's more. There's more than that. I've lost more than that. I've been betrayed more than that. The amount of pain, loss, betrayal that I've been through is enough to feed a small fucking village. No shit. And I'm not saying that to toot my own horn, because that's nothing to brag about. I'm saying that to you because of this, the Eight of Pentacles. You should not be playing games. When you love somebody, you don't fucking play games. You don't play fucking games when you love somebody. You're either all in or you're not in. And this superficial shit has to go. It has to stop. Because I'm telling you, my friend, please hear me. Please hear me. Please hear me. I'm not, I promise you, I'm not trying to preach at you, but hear me. Please hear me. Please hear me. When you love somebody, you don't fuck around with that. You shouldn't fuck around with it, because tomorrow he could be gone. You could be gone, and you will regret that you fucked around. You're not guaranteed tomorrow. You should love with no regrets. You should love like your life depends on it. Literally. Hold nothing back. Hold nothing back. Now, with that said, does that mean that you should tolerate any behavior? If he's being an asshole, if he's cheating on you, if he's lying, if he's betraying, if he's not treating you right, if he's, violating your boundaries, do you tolerate that? Hell no, of course not. I'm not telling you to tolerate shitty and poor behavior. That's ridiculous. But I don't feel like that's what's going on here. I don't feel like you and this guy have a super toxic relationship. What I feel like is that you and this guy have strong feelings for each other, but for whatever reason, you guys have been playing superficial and surface level and holding back, and you haven't been real with each other. And that's what this Eight of Pentacles is about. This Eight of Pentacles is about you showing up and being fucking real. And you going to this man, if you care about him, and you stop this fake superficial bullshit right the fuck now, and you go to this man and you tell him how you really fucking feel with no regrets. And you don't do it with an expectation. You don't go to him with an expectation for an outcome. Like, oh, well, I went and I poured my heart out to him because I want him to do the same back to me. If you go to him with an expectation or a condition that you're placing on it, then you're doing it for the wrong reasons. That's also superficial. That's also fake. That's manipulation at best. You go to this man and you tell him how you feel because it's how you feel. That's it. I'm here because I have something inside of me that needs to be expressed to you because you move me, you shake me, you awake me, you bring me to life. There's something about you that I crave, that I desire. There's something about you that gives me this. You set my soul on fire. You make me happy. You make me smile. You make me laugh. You improve the quality of my life. When I wake up, I think about you. When I fall asleep, I think about you. I want you. I dream about you. I crave you. It's your touch that I want. It's your eyes I want to look into. It's your voice I want to hear. It's your laughter I want to share. It's the memories with you that I want to build. What's the value of that, Esther? The value of anything is the amount of life you're willing to exchange for it. The value of anything is the amount of life you are willing to exchange for it. How valuable is this? How valuable is this man? If you get really, really, really real with you inside of your heart, shut your fucking mind up. Your brain is going to play tricks on you. Your mind is going to tell you stories. Your mind doesn't care about anything but one thing. And that one thing that your brain cares about is keeping you fucking safe. Your brain doesn't care about how happy you are. It doesn't care if you ever fall in love again. It doesn't care about your happiness, your success. Your mind doesn't give two shits about any of that. The only thing that your mind cares about is keeping you safe. And while safe might feel good, safe is your comfort zone, safe is sadness, safe is loneliness, safe is disconnected, safe is without love, safe is without happiness, without joy, without laughter, without passion, without desire. Your mind will keep you safe, but it'll keep you stuck. It'll keep you sad. It'll keep you lonely. It'll keep you depressed. Your heart has the answer. You have to listen to your heart. Yes, sometimes we have to balance it with our mind. That's true. But your heart in this element has the answer. Because this shit right here, you're just doing yourself a disservice. You are cock blocking your own fulfillment. And so is he, by the way. So I'm not just harping on you. He's at fault too. You're both playing the same game. You're both playing the same game with each other. And obviously, I believe there's a lesson in that because you guys are mirroring each other. And so, in a sense, if you guys stop playing the game and you lean into the lesson that you're here to teach each other, then you come out twofold. You get a double blessing, right? And the double blessing is, one, you actually get to have a real relationship with each other instead of this superficial bullshit. You actually get to go deep within each other, fall deeply in love, actually take the risk that love requires us to take, which means, yes, you can get hurt, but also it also means that you can be happy. It can be bliss. It can be ecstasy. You could fall in love and be in love the rest of your fucking life, right? The risk goes both ways, right? And without risk, there is no real love. And that's the lie that people don't understand about love in this generation. Is they think they can play small and they think they can get love. And it's the biggest lie of all. The most courageous thing any person will ever do is choose love, because love is courage. Love is a risk. That's it. That's what love is. Because it's the one thing that has the ability to hurt you the most, but it's the one thing that has the ability to make you come alive the most, to make you feel fulfilled the most. It's the thing that every human being, if they're truly honest with themselves, unless you're just a completely, soulless, evil, demented, dark motherfucker, then, those people aside, the rest of us, what everybody wants in this life is to fall madly in love with somebody or to be incredibly loved by somebody. That's what we're all here for. If we're really honest with ourselves, right? And that takes courage too, because most people aren't honest with themselves. It takes courage to be real, to be honest, to stop being fake, to be true, and to admit that that's the truth. That's my truth. The truth of your soul. I want fucking love. I want to be loved. I want to be madly in love, crazy in love, insanely in love, stupidly in love, ridiculously in love, right? But most of society settles for this bullshit. Botox, put on the makeup, fill up your lips, get the fake tits, go to the gym, obsess over the gym, obsess over your body, obsess over the way your ass looks, obsess over your body weight, your pictures, and how you look, and all the things, blah, 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 blah. And it goes for men and women both. It's superficial and it's fake. And that's the society, unfortunately, that we fucking live in. Because the world is starving. It's fucking starving right now for love and truth. And people who have the courage to stop this bullshit and lean into this. Lean into this. And you have something, Esther. You have something. You have a gift. And the gift is, one, you have a truth inside of you. And the gift isn't a gift until you express it, until you give it. A gift is only a gift until you give it. And when you give this gift to this man, you'll feel it. And you'll be proud of yourself, regardless of what he does. Because again, if you do it with an expectation, you did it for the wrong reasons, the wrong intention, the wrong motivation. You give a gift because it's a gift. There is no expectation of receiving anything in return. You just give it because you want to give something to somebody to make them happy for free, to give them pleasure for free, to put a smile on their face for free, to lift them up for free. You're doing it just because you can do it. You're doing it out of the abundance, the overflow of your soul. It's like, man, I just want you to be fucking happy. I want you to thrive. I want you to be alive. That's the gift I have to give to you. And I choose you. I choose you. There's 8 billion people on the face of this planet. Half of them are men, right? So assuming you're into dudes, which I think this is a dude, there are 4 billion other dudes on the face of this planet that I could be giving my gift to, and I choose you. That means you're special, not the other 4 billion other dudes that I could be giving my gift to. I'm giving it to you for free. No expectations at all. I'm just giving it. You have a gift to give. And it takes courage to give that gift without something in return. Because if we're honest with ourselves, most of us want something in return. And that's being honest. That's being real. That's being true. Own it. Don't ignore it. Own it. So man, it's hard. It's hard to give something for free. Because I want to be loved back. I want him to love me back. When I give this much, I want him to give that back to me as well. And this is the lesson and the courage that love requires. Love is asking you, love is calling you to step up to a level of saying, hey, I know that you want what you give. You want what you give. But if you want to know love, if you want to know true love and not this bullshit, if you want to conquer the lesson that love is here to offer, and you want to transcend the surface level bullshit, this is where most people say 99.9% of everybody settles here. They stop here. They fail here. They do not progress beyond here. 99.9% of the population bogs down. They lose. This is where it ends for them. Superficial. They cannot progress beyond this. They cannot move beyond this to get to this fulfillment. True fulfillment, true love, because they're not willing to fight for it. They don't have the courage. They don't have the balls. They don't have the resilience. They can't dig deep enough within themselves and go, wait a minute. Love is not just about what I get. It's not a contract. I'm not here to whore myself. I'm not here to be a love prostitute where, oh, well, I'll only give to you if you give this back to me. That's a contract. That's prostitution love. That's what that is. I only give to you when you give something back to me. It's a contract. It's prostitution. We want to transcend that and say, no, I'm going to give to you with no expectation of anything in return. I'm choosing to love you because you are worthy of love. You see the difference there? Do you feel the difference in that? I choose. I use my free will choice. I choose to love you unconditionally because you are worthy of love. That's it. I'm choosing to love you for free because you deserve it, because you are worthy of it. That's it. You didn't have to earn it. You didn't have to do anything. I just saw you. My soul recognized you. You captured my attention. You captured my heart. And something inside of me said, go and love. Move forward in love. Isn't that what your heart said, Esther? Isn't that what your heart said? Didn't your heart say to go out and love? Your heart didn't say go out and prostitute. It didn't say go out and overthink. It didn't say go out and fake. It didn't say go out and play small, be afraid. Your heart said, no, go love. Go love. Your heart is screaming for it. Your heart is aching for it. Your heart is racing for it. Your heart craves it. And the minute that your heart starts to choose the very thing that you were created for, your mind goes batshit crazy. Your mind starts freaking the fuck out and goes into paranoia and loses control. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, it's DEFCON 3. It's DEFCON 3. Alert, 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 DEFCON 3. We're going to die, we're going to die, we're going to die, we're going to die. Your mind will sabotage you. Your mind will war with your heart. Because when your heart steps up and goes forward in truth, your mind will try to pull you back and say, no, 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 don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. You have to have the courage to stay in your truth. You have to have the courage to stay in your truth. I understand something, Esther. This is not about, who is this about, by the way? Who is this about? This isn't about him. It's not about anybody else. Because you and only you can control who. We, all of us, can only control who. We can only control ourselves. So this isn't about him, even though it is about him. I mean, because technically, yes, this reading is saying, you asked the question, how does he feel? He feels the same way you feel. Because he's been playing the same game that you play. Right? Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. That's what this game is. Nobody wins. Nobody wins except for until you guys do this. The Eight of Pentacles is you guys working this out. And how do you work this out? How do you win? How is this a win-win for both of you? When one of you steps up and chooses to be the leader, and I know that women say, well, that's the man's job. Well, hey, I got news for you. The masculine and the feminine are both equal. I'm sorry. That's just the truth. Masculine and the feminine are both equal. The matrix, the bullshit, the programming will tell you that, yeah, a man has a role and a woman has this role and all that bullshit. On an energetic level, on a level of frequency and the level of which God source the universe created us, the female, the woman, is no greater than the male, the masculine. The feminine is no greater than the masculine is no greater than the feminine. And the feminine has just as much capability to be a leader as the masculine does. And sometimes the masculine needs the feminine to be the leader because we don't know what the fuck. Sometimes men are stupid as fuck. Sometimes guys are stupid as shit. And you ladies, you beautiful fucking women out there are way smarter than us sometimes. You just are. That's why we love you. We fucking love you. We adore you. We're crazy about you. You're beautiful. You're intelligent. You're smart. We're like, you have all the things. Teach me. Show me. You know, sometimes we look up to you. Sometimes we look to you to teach us things. It doesn't mean, you know, again, to tolerate poor behavior. Doesn't mean that there aren't times that we, you know, need to step up and we need to be, you know, to be the leaders, right? There are times that we need that. There's times that you ladies, you want that from us. I understand that 100%. But in this case, I'm not here. He's not here, Esther. You're the guy, this guy that you asked the question about. He's not here. You're here. I can't talk to him because he's not in the chat. I can only talk to you. But if he was here, I would tell him the same fucking thing that I'm telling you. Literally. I would tell him the same thing that I'm telling you. And why did I spend so much time on your reading? And why am I so passionate about this? Because this is my passion. This is my passion. This is my purpose in life. My passion and my purpose in life is to help people understand that love is courage. And if you're not willing to go through 1,000 losses, deaths, betrayals, you'll never be ready for love because love is courage. Love is courage. And you, my friend, you crossed my path tonight. You came into my chat with your question, which I'm honored that you came into my chat with your question because you're a beautiful fucking soul and I can feel that. And you have a gift. And the reason that I'm speaking to you the way that I have been for however many minutes it's been now, is because I'm trying to inspire the gift that you have to come out of you so that you can stop this. This has to stop. It needs to stop. Because let me tell you, let me predict for you what this will look like going forward. If this doesn't stop, let me tell you what you can expect in the future. It won't matter who the next guy is. There will be another guy.